Right, and we back. Going to talk a little bit about hockey. Not necessarily the NHL. Obviously, the Four Nations face-off has been going on, and this has been just some of the best hockey I've seen in a long time. Obviously, all of the attention is on the USA-Canada game that happened a couple days ago. 3 fights in the first 9 seconds. It was awesome. USA, maybe we didn't win the fights, but damn it, we won that game. And now Canada has a chance to play us again, get revenge in the rematch on Thursday in the Four Nations face-off finale. And after the intensity of the first game, obviously it's very clear that there's no bigger rivalry than Canada-USA hockey, especially with all the extracurriculars going on in the world, right? Especially between US and Canada right now. But at the end of the day, I think this game is going to be even more intense than the first one. I think the first one was obviously awesome, but I think this game is going to be even better. Because obviously, I'll give you a couple reasons, right? The intensity is going to be even higher, right? It had been almost 10 years since Canada played USA in an international game. Obviously, the 3 fights in the first 9 seconds reminded us very quickly of how intense that rivalry gets. And I can't imagine that the first game, the finale, the championship of the Four Nations face-off, has any less intensity. And if anything, it ignited a brand new set of hockey fans, right? There's a bunch of hockey fans that hadn't seen USA versus Canada. There's also a bunch of people that had never seen it in general, and now are like, oh, I might have my interest piqued in hockey. And listen, at the end of the day, it was an incredible game. But Thursday, with the Four Nations Face-Off Championship on the line, you bet your ass that this intensity is gonna be even better. Reason number 2, especially for Canada, Cole Makar's back. Obviously, Cole Makar and Quinn Hughes for the Americans did not play. It remains to be seen if Quinn Hughes will be able to play in Game 2 or in the championship. But Cole Makar, who was out with an illness, will be playing in the championship. Against Finland in their 5-3 game, Canada's that essentially clinched their championship spot. He was +1 after 24 minutes on the ice. He played a lot of that game. And Canada, he was obviously... he's the best defenseman. Canada is noticeably sharper with him on the ice. And I'll be honest, hockey fans are going to be treated to even a higher level of play with Cole Makar on the ice. The first round, or the first matchup between USA and Canada, was played in Montreal. Obviously is in Canada. The second round is going to be in Boston. So that gives Boston and the Americans a chance to respond to the Montreal and the Canadian home ice advantage. And I think Boston is going to be rowdy. But again, I'm not going to sit here and say that the Montreal home ice was bad. It was incredible to watch. Obviously, I did not want Canada to win. I watched the entire game, but obviously I didn't want Canada to win, but it was a hell of a home ice advantage. And again, the intensity is going to continue to rise. Now it's the Americans back on home ice, back on home soil in Boston, taking on Canada for a chance to win the inaugural Four Nations face-off. Listen, records can be broken, but you can't replace the first. I think thousands of new hockey fans are going to be bored, especially in America, and I think this is going to be a chance to show to the world what an American home ice advantage looks like. But I think the number one thing in regards to the Four Nations Championship is hockey's going to take center stage. Even if you were the biggest hockey fan, I think the Four Nations game drew 10.1 million, which is the most viewers for a non-Stanley Cup game ever. At the end of the day, there was NBA All-Star Saturday night, and that's not necessarily the biggest spectacle, but it definitely was taking away from it. This Thursday night, there's nothing going on. Maybe there's some NBA games, maybe there's some college basketball, but at the end of the day, Thursday night, in the heart of February, where there's really not much on, the Four Nations Face-Off Championship is going to be the thing to watch, and I think it's going to be incredible. At the end of the day, it's the rivalry, it's the country pride, it's the banter. The best hockey players in the world are playing in one game. At the end of the day, the pomp and the circumstances of this match might bring people, both old hockey fans and new, but the play on the ice is going to be what keeps them there. Team Canada, Connor McDavid, Nathan McKinnon, Sidney Crosby, 3 of the best players in the last 15 years. They also have Sam Reinhart, Mitch Marner, and then USA, we're a defensive clinic, right? Jacob Slavin, Brock Faber, Connor Hellboy. Listen, you're gonna get the drama. Would be willing to bet that they're gonna fucking start off and they're gonna beat the hell out of each other like they did last time. Chirps, you had the Chalk brothers, but you're gonna have some elite forwards jumping through every hoop. You're going to have everything you want in a hockey match in this game. If you're a new hockey fan or old hockey fan, this is something you need to tune into. I can't stress enough how I'm not the biggest hockey fan by any stretch of the imagination. I keep up with the sport. I do when I do videos like this, I do my research and do my analysis. But at the end of the day, watching something like this is just so cool. It gives me a very similar vibe to when I watch the Olympics, just in general. But also obviously Court of Dreams or Court of Gold just came out if you're a basketball fan, and it gives you very similar vibes to supporting Team USA in the Olympics, and I just think, or if you're Canadian or Finnish or supporting your country in their sport, or Swedish, excuse me. I completely forgot the fourth one. Obviously, I don't want Canada to win, but like I think it's important for the game to grow if you have fans from every place supporting their said home country. And obviously, the Canadians they're incredible, like the talent they have, and so are the Finns and the Swedes. But yeah, I mean, like I just think this is going to be incredible for the game of hockey. I don't think you can do this every year, unfortunately, because I think it takes away from the draw of it. I think I think having it, let's just say every 4 years or however many years, allows for the specialness of the matchups. Or if you do it every year, then it's like, okay, well, let's get them next year. And I don't necessarily think that's good or integral for the success of it. But I think at the end of the day, the Four Nations Face-Off is going to be incredible. Tomorrow night, I'm going to be tuned in. You should be seeing this video on Wednesday, so the day before the Four Nations Face-Off Championship. But yeah, at the end of the day, this is going to be awesome. I know I keep saying I'm not going to do any more of these hockey videos, but I enjoy doing hockey videos. I do have a couple more coming that aren't necessarily talking to Cam. But yeah, at the end of the day, if you enjoyed this, make sure to comment down below. Comment down below, who do you think is going to win the Four Nations Face-Off between USA and Canada? Let me know any other videos you want to see me do. Like and subscribe. And YouTube thinks you're going to like this video. Find out if they're right.